Welcome to Matt Bajerski YouTube channel. Welcome to the Pure Energy Healing Academy. Oh, in a few days we've got our first course coming up, so I'm looking forward to that for the year. All about crystals. It's a crystal course, a Pure Energy Healing crystal course. I'm so looking forward to it, and so looking forward to connecting with you guys on a night after you've done the online course through the day. We connect at night, so that'll be amazing. One of the crystals that I found fascinating many years ago working with is a crystal that I have today that I've been after for quite a while and couldn't get hold of it. So this is a real boost of a day today because I feel great. I've been wearing it a few days now. It's around my neck. I've worn 3 or 4 different pieces just to see how they all feel, and they haven't really let me down, and it's still the same energy as 20 years ago. So it's like reminiscing on a crystal of what it did for your clients is one of, for me, the most beautiful things. Remembering the power it had and the influence in energy and power to change a client from misery to, I don't know, the only word I can use is exciting. I remember one girl who was chronic fatigue. Is it a thing? What is it? Well, that's an interesting thing, but this crystal, which I've got here, actually helped tremendously. So let me show it you first. It's beautiful. It's absolutely stunning crystal. From Indonesia. The energy similar to moss agate in looks. It's transparent. The colours within this are just beautiful, just so beautiful. There's a kind of mustardy cream, and then almost like a grey, and then it's got the colour of the black, and you can see why this crystal is called tiger agate or dendritic, tiger dendritic agate. And I had about 20 or 30 pieces of these, some very big pieces, some sticks, and quite a lot of pendants through the years that I worked with my clients with, and they were great, really great energy work. You're going to ask me, what would I call this crystal? I'm sure you're going to ask me, what's its name? In the sense of, what did it actually do? I would probably, like, exciting is the word, being excited when you wear it. Enthusiasm. It gives you enthusiasm. It's like the crystal of enthusiasm, or the crystal of great, powerful energy. So some of the things that I like about this crystal, it's amazing for anybody who's in a dark place. It brings enlightenment, it brings light, it brings focus, it brings great energy in the clearing of negative energy within you, so you can see far clearer. On a side note, it's amazing for meditation. It's a fabulous crystal for meditation. If you're going through a really sad few years because you've lost a pet or you've lost a family member, if you put this around your neck, couple it with a nice piece of black tourmaline, you'll find that you'll feel better very quickly. On its own, this crystal will help people who are down, who are literally moaning, miserable, wallowing the cesspit, people who are just sabotaging their own life with self-pity, people who are always in the energy of blaming others. This crystal really helps those people in the darkest moments of their life. So it brings out the best and clears the worst. The clients that I worked with this crystal were mainly people who were negative. Yeah. When I was working alongside my crystals, I would always pull this out and put it either in the hand or the third eye or close to the temples. when it was a really, really painful situation they were going through, I would stick it on the heart, anywhere around the heart chest area. If you're a practitioner, holding a piece of this or wearing a piece of this will strengthen your work tremendously. It has a frequency that is phenomenal. And there are no obstacles when you wear it. There are no negative what ifs. Everything is positive, enthusiastic. Everything is, yeah. It's like there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Other things, grounding, very grounding if you're all over the place. I would say, even though you might say, really, I would say, I think this crystal does, in fact, its job to bring peace in your heart. So I would say it brings a lot of peace in your heart and mind. It is a balancer, and I have given pieces of this to children who have had what's called OCD. I don't believe in that, but that's normally because their diet is wrong and other things. But it helped tremendous with kids with autism. It helped. It just made a huge difference in the way they behaved and act, and there was more balance in their, I guess, day-to-day actions and life. I'm just recalling a couple of memories of this crystal working when I was doing retreats. And if anybody is a healer and wants to improve their work in the psychic ability work, this is a fabulous crystal for that as well. It certainly helps you see things that you didn't see before. And that's not just the psychic work, but everyday life. If you want to see more and you just want to get out of a situation that you're stuck in and trapped, it's just fabulous. Interestingly enough, Tiger Agate is fantastic for eyes. So if you've got an issue with your eyes, you find that your eyes feel better. Given time, it normally takes a few weeks, that I found, but then your eyes feel stronger and stronger. You don't worry about them. You're not worried about not being able to read things. I don't know what it is, but there's something amazing about the healing of the eyes. Anything else? I used to help people and I remember putting this on a few people who had so-called disease called, let's just say it's a detoxer for the blood. That's probably a better one. Forget the disease. But yeah, I remember mold, Lyme, wearing this, and it helped them as well through their really, really difficult time, because with mold and Lyme disease, there's a tendency that I found with my clients, and I could be wrong, but this is what I found. There was no enthusiasm, there was a lack of energy, it was like confusion, so this really helped. There was one lady who used to call herself, I'm not going to mention the name, but she used to use it and swear that this crystal was amazing for any kind of chanting, because she was crazy at chanting. She was brilliant. It was like fabulous, and she used to wear it, and it almost looked like a feather to a degree. There's like that you can get them like with a line down, and then they look like almost like. And she used to have a really big piece. I remember it was beautiful, and she swore blind by it. There's been many a healer that have tried to introduce me to this, and I'll say, "Oh, I've already got a piece, thank you." So it's definitely something that is a beautiful crystal for now. Definitely for now. It's perfect for now. What's going on in the world? It keeps you safe and keeps you savvy. Yeah. I keep wanting to say fatigue. I guess that I would say the crystal for healing fatigue would be another. There's too many things that this crystal does for me to call it just one thing. So I can't really. Yeah, I can't really name it one thing. There's too many things that this crystal helps with. If you're, what was that other thing that I was going to mention that I wore it, and I remember a client. Oh, yeah. Her name was Deborah. Debbie was a horse healer, and she always used to wear one of these, and she swore blind that the horse could feel the love through the crystal. So that's interesting, I guess, if you love horses. Just on a side note, I would say anybody who suffers with Alzheimer's, lack of memory, I think it definitely helps with the brain, and it stimulates certain energy. I like to wear it high up. Higher the better for me. I don't know why. I always feel like I want it up here rather than further down. So there might be something in that. Anything else? I think that's about it. There was a couple of times that people would tell me about it because they lost their voice and they sung better afterwards. So their strengthening their voice was something that helped. I think that's it. I think I've covered it. So yeah, here are some of my pieces. The rare and beautiful tiger agate, dendritic tiger agate. There you go. Beautiful. So I hope you have enjoyed this crystal. If you've never used it before, I'd certainly recommend a piece for your collection. There you go. Nice. Okay, guys, I am gonna now put these on the website because I've finished working with them. These have had at least, I think, 2 to 3 weeks now. I think I've put enough energy into them. I think they're ready, and they'll be on markbajerski.com as I put this video up. So I'll make sure I put them on the website first. As soon as they're on the website, I'll get a shout out from the girls, and then I'll upload this video. So I hope you enjoy it. Have a great day. Thank you for supporting markbajerski.com. And I don't say this often enough, but thank you for subscribing, because my subscribers are being vastly reduced moment by moment. Thank you very much, YouTube. You're great guys. You just love truth, don't you? All right, guys. Thank you for supporting markbajerski.com, and thank you for subscribing today. And if you haven't, why not?